Is it still worth coming to Canada in 2023? This is like one of the most asked questions I get across YouTube, Instagram, and so on. Guys, as at the time of recording this video, this is September 1, 2023. So anytime you're watching this video, I just really hope it is still valid. Guys, I relocated in April 2023 and things have really changed between April that I came and now. Canada is not what it used to be. A lot of people, I believe, used to think that Canada was like heaven. That kind of like when I get to Canada, all my issues are over, everything I wanted is over. I am so sorry, but if you're trying to relocate to Canada based on economic reasons, I would ask you and I would advise you to abort mission. I am not saying that you cannot make it in Canada, but don't build like very high hopes so that your hopes will not be dashed. Do people make it in Canada? Of course, yes. Are people billionaires in Canada? Yes. But like with everything and anything, it takes some time. So I think one thing that most of us do not think of is that some people, or let me even say I'm also in this category, once we arrive, we want everything to fall at our beck and call. But guys, easy does it. Little by little, you will definitely get there. Let me just itemize the three major things that people are considering on why and how, if they should still come to Canada. Number one is housing. Housing is very, very tough in Canada right now. If you don't have the money, I am so sorry. A lot of people will tell you no. I got a number of no's before I could get my current house. So one thing I will tell you is, if you're trying to relocate to Canada, you need that money. All that proof of funds they are asking for, trust me, it is very necessary. To me, it is even understated. It is even like not even enough, to be very honest, because as at this time, the cost of which one flat can go for is a lot more different from what it used to be. This also depends on your location. I am in Ontario, for example. So for people that are going to Saskatchewan, Manitoba, they might find this like a little bit easier. If you're going to somewhere like British Columbia, Ontario, the competition is so wide and so high. It might be difficult for you getting an apartment or house. So that's one reason why people are complaining about Canada. Another thing for Canada is healthcare. Trust me, guys, when you leave Nigeria, you will appreciate the Nigerian healthcare. I've been here and you just be asking yourself that what is going on here. Healthcare here is not like the way it used to be back home, or it's not even like the way it is back home. It's a lot different. Sometimes some people queue or they wait endlessly to get a doctor, like a family doctor, where you can be going to regularly, where they know your name, where you can just easily go to. There are walk-in clinics, but you don't get that kind of attention unlike when you have your own family doctor. And the emergency is something else too. It is like overwhelmed. The system, I believe, is like overwhelmed. So it's difficult getting like emergency services. You might need to wait for some time if you have an emergency situation before you are attended to. So that is another thing that pisses people off about Canada. Excuse my language. Another thing, and this is like the major thing, even Canadians are complaining, is the high cost of living. Guys, I mentioned housing before, and this also comes into this high cost of living. To get by, like to buy one thing or the other, is really becoming expensive. I just came into Canada and I can tell you for sure that I know that things are expensive. House is expensive, groceries are expensive, basic things you need to like pay for labor is expensive. So it's a very, very high cost. And these are the things that are making people complain about Canada. People used to think that Canada was a soft country, that, oh, you come into Canada, all my problems are over, I'll make it in Canada and all that. I'm not saying you shouldn't be realistic, or I'm not saying you shouldn't be optimistic. I'm just telling you that just have those kind of things at the back of your mind so that by the time you come, you will know how you will settle in nicely. I am very optimistic. I have my reasons for coming to Canada, and nothing is going to change that. I just believe that all this is temporary. It's not only Canada. It's not only Nigeria. It's not only the US. It's not only UK. Guys, this is a worldwide problem. Anywhere you run to, you will meet difficulty in quotes or hardship in quotes. Choose your hard. Choose the one you can work with. That's just it. I have my reasons for relocating to Canada, and nothing has changed that. Even with everything that people are complaining about, housing, healthcare, high cost of living, guys, I still have my reasons why I chose to relocate, and nothing is going to change that. I tell myself that, will I go back? I don't think so. Did I ever think of like giving up? Many times. Now I am a lot better, but when I first came, goodness guys, I was always very tempted to buy a ticket to go back home. But at this point, my mind is made up. I've told myself, Tommy, you will thrive anywhere you are. I chose to come here. I chose to call this place home, and I know that I will thrive. It's just little by little. Take a breather, guys. Take it easy on yourself. No matter what, it's not always so easy, I know. Driving, for instance, before I got my license, goodness guys, I questioned myself. I was like, what is going on? Why is it like this? This place will test you, but just be prepared. At the end of the journey, there's always success. That is one thing I tell myself. I am a believer and I cling on to this. I tell myself there's success. So what do I do when things like this happen? Guys, I am very big and huge on self-care. My kids are in bed, and at this time I come downstairs to have some me time because I can't kill myself. This helps me to go on every day. This gives me like what I need, like rejuvenation. And so guys, I got those boxes of roses from Rose Forever. They are a New York based brand, and they design luxurious rose boxes with natural roses that can last for a year or even more, as if it was freshly picked. Guys, I am so big and huge on self-care. So this is one thing that I use. I wait for me time, like when the kids are in bed, I have my boxes of roses on the island, and I just leave it there. The smell, the fragrance just wafts everywhere in the room. Rose Forever, they use natural oils to preserve the roses, and their bouquets of roses are handcrafted by professional flower artisans. Guys, if you want to buy this kind of box, you can use my code Tommy20 to get at least $20 off, and this will help you. I know we are all looking for money. I know we all need it, but at the same time, don't be too hard on yourself. Take a breather. You will be fine. I tell myself I use money to look for money. You need to take care of yourself. My mom always tells me that you can't afford to break down. You have people that are depending on you and all that. So that is one thing I tell myself. I will do my self-care. I will have my me time. At this time, I think it was about 12 midnight, and this is what I crave every time. Just before I have my own short eye, I have my me time as well. So I just take my cup of peppermint tea and I just relax in the room. This also helps me to like calm myself down, not to think about anything, knowing that everything will be fine. Little by little, easy does it. Everything will be fine. I take different kinds of herbal tea, peppermint, chamomile, anything that can make me relax. I'm all in for it. So guys, this is what I do just before I go to bed. Even if it is for 30 minutes or 1 hour, I will switch on the TV and I'll watch my K-drama. Do I have any K-drama fans in the house? If you do, please leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget, order your boxes or your box of roses. Enjoy yourself. Do some me time, okay? And everything will be eventually well. Everything will be fine at the end of the day. Trust me on this one. I said it. Tommy said so. It will be fine by God's grace. Okay, see you guys. Bye.